Stop for your commentary.
Yes. So, you tried to lock me out today, and I had to stand outside with animal activists
who are lunatics.
But here I am, suppressing your attempt to steal federal and state funds under the hubris of public works. That's a nice word, hubris.
Yeah, Mark Ridley Thomas gave me that before he became a convicted felon.
So, as we know, what are we doing? Stealing federal funds. And when are we doing it? Now. That's right, yes. Because all as you're doing on this agenda, you're just taking the government's money out of Washington, who stole it first from California and gave it to Joe Biden, and then you're taking it back here and placing it in your hands, and then mixing it up, and then doling it out on all of these agenda items. And as everybody knows, you have nonprofits and outside contractors. They have attorneys and lobbyists, and they donate to the office holder account of the council members, and sometimes bribe the council members. And occasionally they've been known to pay off the building inspectors, but do you care now? What you want to do is just hold your phony meeting, which, by the way, nobody from the public can enter this meeting right now. The LAPD will not let you in. Did you know that? So you're illegally holding this meeting, and people that want to go to this meeting are being blocked. So you need to cancel this meeting and reschedule it to comply with the Brown Act, because you're criminals. Your city attorney's a conspirator, your chief of staff is a conspirator, and you all are conspirators. But how did I get in here, even though I was last in line? I'll have to tell you later. Have a good Patrick's Day, and fuck the Irish. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, I believe
All
that
right.
That's 2 minutes.
Thank you. Then we will go over item number 1, and this is a joint report with BOE and BCA, and this is in Council Districts 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and 13. And this is a contract award to Access Pacific Incorporated Sidewalk Repair Program, package number 66, Access Request Acceleration Sites, and recommending the board to number 1, declare Access Pacific Inc. The first low bidder to be the lowest responsible bidder, and award Access a contract for the SRP package number 66, Access Request Acceleration Sites for $1,593,901. And number 2, authorize the president or 2 members of the board to execute the contract after approval as to form has been obtained by the city attorney. And before us, we have Mr. David Nguyen. Do you pronounce that Nguyen or Nguyen?
When?
Nguyen. Go right ahead.
Okay. Good morning, Board of Public Works and Commissioner, and Commissioners and Vice Presidents, Commissioner Villegas. My name is David Nguyen, and I am the Project Manager for the Sidewalk Repair Program, Package 66. I am one of the civil engineer for the Bureau of Engineering Sidewalk Repair Program. The Bureau is requesting authority to award Sidewalk Repair Program Package number 66 to Access Pacific Inc., the apparent first low bidder, to be the lowest responsible bidder for the contract amount of $1,593,901 and related recommendations. The contingency for this package is $318,780.20. The total contract amount is $1,912,681.20. Background information. The project is being delivered by the Sidewalk Program SOP, which was initiated by Council File number 14-0163-64 and was adopted on February the 3rd, 2015. The SOP access request under this project will count towards the settlement agreement. The SOP access request subprogram makes repair requests by people with mobility disability who encounter physical barriers such as broken sidewalks, missing or broken curb ramps, and other barriers in the City of Los Angeles public right-of-way. The delivery method for this project is design, bid, build. The city designed the plans and bid the plans out for construction. The project will provide sidewalk repairs and accessibility upgrades at 9 access request sites, which include Council District Number 2, 4, 8, 10, 11, and 13. The contract duration is 210 days. On December 20, 2023, 4 bids were received and Access Pacific is deemed the lowest responsive and responsible bidder. The funding for this project comes from the Road Maintenance Rehabilitation Program Special Fund for the sidewalk repair. This concludes my reports. Do you have any questions?
Thank you for that. Do we have any questions, commissioners? Can you just review the budget one more time?
Yes. The budget for this project comes from the Road Maintenance and Rehabilitation Program Special Fund for Sidewalk Repair. Contractor Service Fund number 59V, Department number 50, Appropriation Unit number 50WVAV.
And for the amount of?
In the amount of the total contract amount is $1,912,681.20.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Okay.
And before, I guess, Mr. Knight, is it, on our agenda, it says 1.5, and he's saying 1.9.
May I? Yeah, my apologies. So the contract amount is $1,593,901. But the total contract amount with the contingency, the contract is $1,993,901 plus the contingency amount, which is $318,780.20, which has a total of $1,912,681.20.
I appreciate that. Thank you for that clarification.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat the total amount? We'll have to amend the recommendation because in the language, we don't have the total amount. We don't have we're not including the contingency. We included
Correct.
in the agenda what was included in the report itself. So I'm just asking if you would please repeat the total amount.
Sure. Would you like me to repeat the total with the contingency?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, great. The total contract amount is $1,912,681.20, which include the contract amount of $1,593,901 plus the contingency of $318,780.20.
So the total amount, I'll read it back to you if you could just confirm it, $1,912,061.21.
681.20 cents, correct.
TJ, I think it would be helpful to include all that information,
Yes.
both the total contract value, breaking it up between the what we see here in the agenda plus the contingency.
Thank you. We will.
Thank you for that clarification. And just have a question either for Mr. Knight or our city attorney for future board items that are going to be presented, not just by this bureau, but by any bureau presenting us contracts. When we have seen them in the past, the amount already includes contingency. So if we could just go on record, what is your opinion of that? Or what can we do differently so that the numbers by the presenter and what is on the public record coincides?
And I'm sure that if I look at the attachments to the, to
Correct.
this report, it would
Yeah.
all be clear. It's
I
just-
understand
It's a difference between, a contingency is only used if the contingency is triggered. So whether it's verbally communicated or written communication, I think it is clearer for the public and this board to understand what is the total contract value, meaning what.
I understand that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I've been
So-
doing some contracts for some time. I get that.
Maybe I didn't understand your question.
I'm, when we approve a contract, the contingency is already included on there.
Yes.
So for purposes of transparency and for, what is printed in the public, those two numbers should coincide. At least that's what I've seen in the past.
I think this board should know what the total contract value it's approving,
Including
including
contingency.
contingency, correct.
Okay. So just so you know, for the future, what's going to be printed on the public agendas should coincide with the budget that you're going to be stating, because they should include contingency. I've been in this business for some time, and I have seen contingency included in the contract, so it should be on here correctly.
Understood.
Got it. Thanks. All right, do we have any other questions? I don't see any. All right, do we have a motion to approve this item? Great. Mr. Knight, we have a motion by Commissioner Corson and a second by Commissioner Reyes.
Very well, we'll take a roll call vote on approval of item 1 on our special agenda, starting with you, Madam Vice President,
Aye.
Commissioner Corsan, and Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
All ayes, item number 1 is approved and is adopted and will move forward forthwith.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and then Mr. Knight, does this clear today's desk?
Yes, it does.
All right, so then we are adjourned at 11:04, and we will cancel today's management meeting. Yeah, thank you.